Hello, welcome back. This is Belu and today we're gonna work on ankle mobility. Before starting, why ankle mobility is so important? Well, first of all, it's gonna improve your overall movement quality and performance, like not only in your everyday functionality, like walking, climbing stairs, etc., but also it's gonna improve better movement mechanics, like being here in a deep squat, and a better athletic performance when running or jumping. We need flexible but also strong and healthy joints. Of course, if we keep our ankle joint strong, movable and flexible, we're going to be able to prevent injuries and minimize strain, tears and things that we don't want to happen. With that said, let's get started. First, let's start with gentle mobility. Just doing a couple of circles with our ankles. I usually do 30 seconds to one direction and then 30 seconds to the other direction. We are not gonna do that now, just showing you the exercise. So yes, with both feet, 30 seconds one direction, 30 seconds the other direction. You really want to go through the whole range of motion. After we gave some mobility to our beautiful ankle joints, we are going to do some stretches starting with the calf stretch. So my camera is not in the right angle, but I'm sure you're going to be able to see the exercise and do it properly. For the calf stretch, you need an elevated surface. We are going to do it with a single leg. First, you're going to bring your torso, your body close to the wall, and then you're going to release. So I suggest to do this 10 times. And after those 10 repetitions, you're gonna hold the position for around 30 seconds or 1 minute. You really want your whole calf stretch. Once we stretch the calves, we are gonna stretch the front area of the foot, los empeines. So first, you're gonna sit here in a kneeling position. Ensure that your heels doesn't fall apart. You want your heels, like I lock them in between my bones, in between the bones of my glutes. If this is for you too much already, you can either sit on a small pillow, maybe on a yoga block, because the idea is being able to sit here for at least 1 minute. If this is way too easy for you, you can try knee raises. First one, then the other one. Now, the tendency when we do this movement is gonna be this. You need to avoid that. Try to keep the heel locked in between the bones of your glutes. So if you're able to do knee raises, you're gonna do this again for around 30 seconds, 1 minute. And if you want to go deeper, you can do it with both. And also you can hold the position. So again, in between 30 seconds, 1 minute of whatever movement you are doing, and on top of that, you can hold this for 30 more seconds. Another variation to go deeper is placing an elevated surface under the toes. So you can either place a pillow. So in that way, you are able to stretch a little bit more that area of the bottom of the feet. We are going to stay here, pulgosita. We are going to stay here again for around 30 seconds, 1 minute. After we stretch very deep the whole top of the foot, we are going to do the contra posture, which is scoop the toes and just sit here. I personally enjoy a lot this position, but I know it's very hard and demanding for many other people. Just try to breathe here, try to stay in your discomfort, but still find that sweet spot in which you are not suffering, right? It's uncomfortable, but it's not suffering. There's a difference there. So if you want to go deeper, you can go like a little bit further with your knees. And I suggest to stay here for at least 1 minute. Enjoy it. So we already did gentle mobility, we already stretched. Now we're gonna move to strength and patterns of movement. Before doing the strength exercise, I invite you to do this. So basically, you want to touch as far as you can with your heel. This pattern of movement is a regression of a pistol squat. So see how much can you push further your knee while keeping the heel on the floor, trying to touch as further as you can with your other heel. It's like a single leg squat. So in between 10 and 15 repetitions per leg. And again, try to really bring the knee forward as much as you can. Also, I like to keep my center engaged there and to understand the pushing force of my glute and the moment in which I come up. And in this moment, it's like my glute is engaging to bring myself up. To build strength in our ankle joint, we're gonna do two exercises, shin raises and calf raises. For shin raises, you're gonna rely on the wall with your heels forward, and you're gonna bring your toes to your face, hold on top 2 seconds, control the way down. Toes to the face, hold it for 2 seconds, and down. If you wanna push yourself a little bit more, you can go further with your heels. This is slippery for me, so, okay. Beautiful setup. So again, go as further as you can, bring the toes to the face, pause 2 seconds on top, control the way down. I suggest to do in between 15 and 20 repetitions, and at the end of those repetitions, you can hold the position for 10 seconds. Yes, and I'm always bracing my core. No matter what you do, brace your core. 24 hours core braced. So we have these shin raises, and now we are gonna move to calf raises. I suggest to be in an elevated surface. And honestly, my 2 feet here doesn't really fit. If you do 2 feet, you can do 20 repetitions. But with this yoga block, the things are kinda unstable. So I'm just gonna do it with 1 foot. I usually do 20 repetitions with both feet. And then after that, immediately after that, without resting, I do with a single leg in between 10 and 15 repetitions. Same thing. After you do your repetitions, you're gonna hold the position for 10 seconds. So let's say we are doing now with 1 leg. We like to elevate the toes elevated, because in that way we can enhance the range of motion of the heel of the ankle joint. So after those 10-15 repetitions, you're gonna hold the position here for 10 seconds. Beautiful. So after moving our ankle joint, after stretching it, after strengthening it, we're gonna test the capacity, starting in a deep squat. So first thing first, inhabit this position. If you are in this situation, you can place 2 books under your heels. That's gonna make your squat a little bit more comfortable. I suggest inhabiting this position for at least 30 seconds, 1 minute. And after that, we're gonna lean side to side. Like really trying to push our knee further, trying to keep the heel on the floor. So again, like this is about inhabiting those uncomfortable places and still being able to find the sweet spot, right? Again, if you need to place some books under your heels to feel more comfortable in your squat, do it. After the deep squat, we are gonna do one more thing here, which is an ATG split squat. This is active mobility for your ankle. So come all the way up and go all the way forward, trying to keep the heel on the floor. For those advanced people, you can try this. You can just try to stay here and move further with a kettlebell, like place some weight here, so it would be weighted ATG split squat. You can also do it with a barbell. That's more challenging for the balance and for the strength of the legs. But yes, imagine that I have my barbell here. I'm telling you, fire. After these exercises, my ankle feels way more available and I feel like I can point my feet better. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me in this session, for watching this video to the end. I invite you to like the video if you found it helpful and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you are committed, serious and curious about keep learning about your body in movement, I invite you to check out my school community, Corpo Aureo. The link is in the description. There you will find courses about splits, hip mobility, handstands, plus bi-weekly sessions follow along with me. Whatever physical practice you choose to do, no matter if it's yoga, running, walking, swimming, going to the gym, lifting weights, doing handstands, stretching, whatever, in the end, the main goal is moving the body and building that longevity so when we are in our later years, we are able to move freely with a strong and smart and flexible body.